Hey everyone. So, this match starts out as what's basically a 1v1 because what you'll see is that for I think at least half of the match, like I didn't rewatch the whole thing, but like I skipped to the middle and I just looked for my teammate basically, and so it seems like that for at least half of the match my teammate was away, and then as you can see here, my other opponent joins pretty early on. And what you'll see is that even when my teammate starts playing, whenever that happens, teammate doesn't do very well either. I think it's like 0 kills and stuff. Yeah, 0 kills, I'm pretty sure. So this match was basically a 2v1, if not for the whole match, for, at least most of it. So, I am really satisfied with the results of this match, so that's just why I decided to upload it. Uh, even like the ending score, like it's something that I would have uploaded if it was, well, something that I would have considered uploading if it was just like a 2v2 or a free for all. But since this was pretty much a 2v1, I thought this was like extra worthwhile, I guess. So yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. So while that's happening, this is pretty unrelated to the gameplay, but some things that I just wanted to say here because I think they're just worth talking about. So as a lot of you know, I have a parrot. His name's Keith, and I've had him for almost 7 years now. And I don't know if I've explained this little observation before, but here's how it goes. So, like, I keep him on this little stand. I'd say it's like maybe uh, 12 to 18 inches tall. So I keep him on this little stand, so that's like easy to move around and stuff. Usually when he's out of his cage, so I can just keep him nearby me, and he can do just about whatever he wants. Like, he's able to fly and stuff, so if he wants to leave the stand for whatever, he can do that. So he has a lot of freedom. I just, try to keep him under supervision. And basically, when I have the stand nearby me, and when I'm laying down, it doesn't even have to be like a particularly comfortable space, but usually when it's comfortable for obvious reason, I have a tendency to fall asleep. And like, I'll fall asleep for a long time too. Like, it's often like 3 to 5 hours. So like, it's basically like my average nighttime sleep, but during the day with my parrot, pretty much able to do whatever he wants at a time. And so I was like wondering about this for a long time. Like, I was asking about it pretty much as soon as I realized it, trying to see if there was like some good explanation for it. And I didn't really find any good explanations. At least that's what I thought. Because like the most popular explanation that people would give me is that like I felt just really comfortable with him. Though of course, like, he could imagine the sorts of things that he could do while I was sleeping, like so much things that he could destroy, whatever, like so much potential harm that he could do with that freedom. So like anytime I think about it, I just know like that it's not a good idea to trust him like that. But anytime I woke up, he would just still be on that stand, like despite everything he could have done. He would just be on that stand, just where he was. Nothing's ripped up or anything. And so, like, because of that, I realized that he's a lot more well behaved than I would have guessed. And so I've been giving him like more and more freedom, because I try to keep him out whenever I'm able to just watch him enough. Just like whenever I have time. And there are some times where like I'm nearby, but I'm not gonna stay around long enough to be able to watch him much. So it's not a good time to take him out. But because of those little observations, I realized that he could be left alone longer. Not that like I would try to leave him alone more because there's still so much he could do just at any time. But now like I can pretty confidently like just leave him in my room for 30 minutes while I eat or something, and then I come back and everything's fine. So he's well behaved like that. He'll actually try to do more stuff like when I'm nearby. Like there are things that he knows that he's not supposed to do, but then like he'll like slowly go for them, watching me when I'm nearby, and so basically I have to like stop him from trying to do that. But if I leave him alone, he won't even try. So yeah, I realize that he's well behaved, so I can keep him out more. And so I came in with a sort of new observation based on that, because his cage is about like 6 feet away from my bed. If I just had to estimate, so remember like before I'd keep him on the stand within arm's reach. So I thought the falling asleep tendency was really based on proximity. But now, like, but now that like he's usually like out in my room, just a lot more than before, I've noticed that because of that, uh, I'm falling asleep more just like during these times when he's out. So he's not any closer to me, closer to me than he is on like normal nights and stuff. Just like during the day in general when he's not out of his cage. Uh, but since he's out of his cage, I'm falling asleep more. Just during those times, and so that really has me think that it is the comfort thing after all, which is pretty surprising because actually a while ago I was thinking about out something. So like there's this one friend I have that I trust a lot. At least like I'd say subconsciously trust a lot, because like anytime like I like consciously think about whether someone's trustworthy or not, I'm pretty much just like no, like it's not logical enough to trust uh, this person for anything really. Like when it actually has to do with trust, like sometimes sometimes it is logical for them to like do the better thing. So like I could trust them in that regard just because I know that's beneficial to them. But otherwise, anytime I think about trusting someone, I don't. But then I noticed that with this particular friend, and probably like other people that I've known in the past, but only like this particular friend at the moment, that like I have a sort of like subconscious trust where like for most people like I still don't trust them if I like whether I think about it a lot or not. But with some people I've only like not trusted them after I like gave it conscious thought. Where like if I were to just base off what I initially think, I would trust them. So it's a weird sort of concept to me, but like uh, I guess like my like subconscious trust like really like takes over for that. So I don't think he should be trusted, but I feel like he should be trusted, so it's so much easier for me to fall asleep, and it works out well enough. So that's kind of cool. I never really considered trust to be like a feeling or emotion, so Yeah, it's weird to me, but uh, I guess it makes enough sense for this. So yeah, uh, I guess the moral of the story is that pets are the best friends you can have, or maybe not. At least they might be the most trustworthy friends you can have, or they can help you sleep. I don't know. You can figure it out yourself, but you can see why I want to upload this match. Uh, and I think the story was worth sharing. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed.